Right, morning everyone. Thank you for joining us on our final event of the year, our long anticipated awards. I'm your host today. Georgia is on an event on a panel, so I'll be doing the business awards, and I'm joined by our panelists and judges. So we've got Nigel Codman of Novalu, got Hermione, sorry, Hermione, sorry. Hermione of Donation, and Veema Punde, Programme Director of National Institute for Health and Care Research. So these guys will be doing the NHS Awards, and I will be doing the business categories. I'm sure most people on this call now know what myself and George are about and why we've done this. It's our second year now, and we both, when this came about, we both took the opportunity to help drive change within the NHS. I'm very focused on sustainability in my business and my personal life, and Georgia is too. And the awards kind of come to celebrate everything that we've learned over the last, these last 12 months. We did the same last year. And it's just nice to see, and the NHS are faced with so many problems at the minute, with healthcare and how it's run, but to see a kind of effort from the supply chain and the trusts themselves, making that effort with sustainability conscious decisions and really driving that change towards their net zero goals. It's great to see. And our awards dedicated to showcasing organisations and NHS Trust that have proven to be striving and to implement sustainable change within our healthcare sector and truly driving a greener future for the NHS. The awards benchmark and amazing achievements being made to recognise leaders in their field. So all those that win an award today will receive one of these in the post. If you can see it from my background, they'll be sent over shortly. And please do tweet the photos as the day goes on when you receive the awards, and shout about your achievements. Charlotte is going to introduce the attendees to be a panelist. So when if you are a winner, she'll bring you on, just say a few words, and accept the virtual trophy as it is. So without further ado, I will go into our first award, which is transport. So our transport award has been awarded to this business who are aiming to develop and deliver a range of zero emissions hydrogen electric commercial vehicles, which is HV Systems. So Sahar, if you are there, Charlotte will bring you on. Right, okay, we've not got HV Systems on there, so congratulations anyway, guys, and we will send your award out soon. So the next one is waste. So for our waste award, we've seen lots of great entries on how suppliers are assisting the NHS in increasing their recycling and assisting with waste management. This year, the waste award goes to Fresenius Medical Care. So Susan, I believe you are on. Hi, Susie.
Hi, sorry, I haven't managed to get, let me start my video, sorry, guys. Just a massive thank you from Fresenius Medical Care. We're really committed to sustainability, and one of the big things with dialysis is we deliver in our clinics over 500,000 life-saving treatments a year, and with every treatment there's an acid concentrate used to make the dialysis fluid, and with every one of those is a plastic canister. So just by changing the way we do it through central delivery systems, we have managed to reduce the use of plastic and the reuse of acid concentrate that goes into landfill and into incineration significantly. So we want to now work with our NHS partners to extend that out and drive this sustainability agenda further. So massive thank you. We're really pleased to pick up the award.
You're welcome. Well done.
Thank you.
I'd just like to add, some of the entries we've had, it's fantastic to see, from the basic concepts of, parts on a medical device to the full kind of, revamp of trust. It's just incredible the level of, the areas that's covered and the effort that goes into that. Right, on to the next one. So Supplier of the Year. So our Supplier of the Year award goes to this business for supplying us with direct evidence that their organisation has improved carbon reduction and environmental awareness. So the Supplier of the Year is, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Mitty or Mighty. I'm sure they will correct me, will George Weeks when he joins us. Is he on? Are you there, George? There he is.
Yeah, it's a bit slow coming on there. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That was my connection, or just the way it works. But thank you very much for the award. We're really pleased to receive it. And I accept it on behalf of the clinical teams, the estates teams, and the mighty team at UCLH. It's been a real team effort for us to make the carbon reductions that we have, and to improve the engagement across the piece. So yes, thank you very much. It's very well received, and thank you for the award.
No, you're welcome. Well done. You will have it. Yeah. Thanks, George. I wasn't sure. We did have a debate about this in the office. I said Mitty, but the other said Mighty. So no, thank you very much and well done. Okay, next on to infrastructure. So our infrastructure award, we ask businesses to provide us with evidence that the design or construction of a building addressed environmental improvements. The 2022 Infrastructure Award goes to Azura PLC for their LED project that has dramatically reduced energy usage of 30 GP medical care centres across the UK. So Martin, please join us from Azura.
Don't seem to have Martin.
Oh, okay, not a problem. If any of you guys are there, well done, and you will also receive your award in the post. So on to the next one then, innovation. And this is, there's so many, like I mentioned before, so many innovative processes out there. It's been a really difficult one to judge. I've been involved in the judging process as well as the others, and it's such a broad spectrum. And one of the reasons Georgia and I do this is to get the kind of startup companies who are looking at innovation, and to get them recognised by the NHS, to give them a ladder onto that supply chain. And it's really great to see, especially myself coming from a design background. So it's impressive. So anyway, for the Innovation Award, we asked business to provide evidence that their system and product has been implemented to reduce carbon and cost, supporting evidence that the project and policy has made a difference to the NHS. So for this, the winner is BPR Medical. So Safura, please join us. Hi, Safara.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well done.
Yeah, we're really pleased. Thank you. It was really great to be involved, accept this on behalf of BPR Medical, working with hospitals across the UK, helping them towards their greener agenda, and how we continue to do so. So thank you so much. We're honoured to receive the award.
You're very welcome. Well done.
Thank you.
You will have it in the post soon. Thank you. Right, on to carbon. So carbon is one area I'm particularly, I know quite a lot about. I own a printing company, and we've just been certified as carbon neutral. So I know the efforts it takes for us. We've got a 30,000 foot factory, and get carbon neutral took a lot of investment and time. So it's quite good to see the kind of work going on in this field. And I know it's a difficult area, and we all know the NHS is responsible for 6%, I believe, of the UK's emissions. So it's a massive task, for everyone to collaborate and get that carbon down. So it's good to see, again, the small innovations that are reducing carbon just by design into products or full estate revamps. There's work going on all over the place, and it's fantastic to see. So the winner of the Carbon Award, I saw an excellent implementation of carbon reduction plan, identifying multiple areas where carbon emissions can be addressed, not just focused on one area. and a fantastic demonstration of social involvement and apprentice placement as a result. So again, the winner of this is Mighty. So George, rejoin us again, please.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was any quicker this time, but yeah, thank you
No,
very much.
Seems to be a bit of a lag on the more, so don't worry.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't want to repeat sort of what we said before about it being a joint effort, but yeah, we reduced it by over 80% now, our scope 1 carbon emissions, which is 4 years early from where we, from the baseline we was taken against. But the last 20% is going to be tough, and it's going to take real innovation. We've tried to explore things like air source heat pumps, and for the size of building we're at, we're just not there. We haven't got the kit yet, so I'm hoping things like today help to encourage more innovation and technology to be installed in the NHS with regards to carbon reduction.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a massive challenge. Like I mentioned, I faced that challenge myself, and it's difficult. It's not just about putting solar panels in there. You've got to look at all the scopes of where the emissions are coming from. So it's great work, and well done again on your second award. Right, so that's the business categories done. So now we move on to the NHS awards. And like I said before at the beginning, the work going on in the trusts with anything from staff engagement to, the sustainability managers and officers now that weren't around 10 years ago, really trying to make a change within that environment. And just looking at the news with the problems they're facing with, ambulance waits and patient waiting, and the face of the NHS is in a bit of a crisis, but also I think the carbon reduction it goes unseen. It's never mentioned on the news, but the trusts are very aware of this, bringing in the sustainability officers, and the work that's going in is fantastic. So I'm going to pass over to our panelists and judges now. Hermione is going to do the first one. So introduction to yourself, Hermione, and to the award.
Hi, thanks, Nathan. I'm Hermione, founder of DoNation, where at DoNation our mission is to bring communities together, to mostly workplace communities, to really galvanise their people to adopt healthy and sustainable habits that cause a ripple effect of action and influence, mostly for climate action, but sustainability more broadly. And we've helped organisations ranging from Innocent Drinks and Parker Herbs through to Bloomberg and WWF, and as also several NHS trusts, all to engage their employees in taking up these healthy and environmentally friendly habits. I've been doing this for 12 years now, and it has been so incredible to see over the last few years how demand and appetite for meaningful action has really risen at last. It's taken a while, but we're there, and there is great innovation happening. And I read a report recently by a company called Kite Insights that showed that 8 out of 10 employees want to do more to address climate change in their jobs. Most of them don't know where to begin, but the fact that there's that appetite there is incredible. And it's actually for that reason that I found reading the submissions for the Staff Engagement Award really, really exciting. There's so much happening across different trusts, and really helping their employees to take more meaningful action alongside everything else that they're doing. Sometimes some of the submissions were very specific and focused actions, so getting their employees to take. Others were much broader and more far-reaching, but they're all moving the dial in their own different ways, helping to use the power of all of the people that you have working at NHS to deliver on the all-important green plans. So the winning project was one of the more focused ones, really drilling down on a very specific challenge and opportunity, allowing them to create very targeted communications and deliver very measurable results, which really helped with the submission, generating a lot of cost savings with zero upfront costs. Pretty amazing. And the winner is Be PPE Free by Northampton General Hospital NHS Trust. Their project, as the name might suggest, focused on reducing unnecessary use of PPE, gloves and aprons, helping to reduce infection rates, whilst saving around £24,000 per year. So huge congratulations to you guys.
Hi, Claire.
Hello. It's fabulous news. So I'm not in the infection prevention team, and I'd like to thank them for this. So I'm collecting it on their behalf. They can't make it today, I don't think. And it's brilliant because infection prevention is usually seen as a big barrier within the NHS to doing anything sustainable. So for them to go out there and make these changes has really helped raise the profile of sustainability and kind of remove that barrier that people come up with as the first reason not to do anything in the NHS. So it's fantastic news. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Well done. Thanks, Hermione. Right, Nigel, on to you then for the reuse category.
Indeed. Thanks, Nathan. So I'm Nigel Codman. I represent a company called Novaloo. You'll see a drop of water behind, and that's what we try and do. We try and save water, actually by lowering the flush rates of toilets way down from even the 5 or 6 litres that some people have down to 1.5 litres. And we do that with a toilet that means that the lid gets closed all the time, so it's far more healthy and hygienic. And the lady that was just on would be very pleased about that, because that helps in hospitals. We're working with a lot of trusts in rolling those toilets out, and with some senior people, because we've certainly found that capital has been an issue. There's been so many demands on the NHS for capital, and we've decided to go a completely separate way and fund these installations directly, and effectively rent the toilets to people over a period of time, allowing people to save and pay as they go. It seems to be being a lovely accepted policy. So we're looking forward to more news on that over the next few years. Now, I'm looking at reuse, and it was an incredibly strong group of submissions, I must tell you. And so I ended up being guided very much by the scoring plan that the team provided, and its recognition of the reason for the project, the challenges that they faced, how they faced up to them, the strategies that they took, the communication that they had with internal people, staff, patients, etc., and then the innovation that they applied to arrive at those places, and then the differences that made. And I'm pleased to announce that the trust that has won it, I won it because of one particular thing, which is always personal. But my daughter's an NHS nurse. She works in theatres, and she's completely deaf in one ear. And so when this particular example came out of using fabric caps to replace single-use PPE, saving a huge shed load of money and time, etc. But when it allowed better communication between staff that was wearing that struck home for me. So the winner of that is Liverpool University Hospitals NHS Foundation Trust.
Brilliant, well done. Do we have Lucy on, Charlotte?
Hi, yeah, one of our clinicians was hoping to join as well. I think Mariuga, I'm not sure she's on the call or not.
Sure, Charlotte, do you want to have a look, see if she's there?
Maria, did we say? Sorry.
Mariuga. If not, I'm more than happy to.
Maria, that's fine. I can just see her here.
Fab, yeah, just because I don't want to take credit for Mariuga's project. It was very much her that led it.
I think it's a prime example of going back what I said of the simple innovations. You know, the smallest of changes to devices and parts on devices, or it can make a huge difference. And if you look at the stats on the plastic consumption of the NHS, it's quite frightening in areas you don't even see. So it's a prime example of a small change to make a big difference. So well done.
Thank you, very good. Well done.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm really pleased. yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, but the important thing about reusable caps, as Nigel mentioned, it's not just the environmental things, it's the communication improvement that has happened, and of course the financial side as well. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well done. Your award will be post.
Thank you.
Right, next on to V, who's going to announce the winner for the clinical category.
Yes, hi. So my name is V Mapunde. So I'm the program director for the Surgical MedTech Cooperative, which is part of the National Institute for Health and Care Research. And basically what we do is we support anyone with an innovation who's developing anything or inventing any type of technology to be used through the entire pathway of surgery, to basically get it developed, which sometimes means providing small amounts of funding to get stuff, past the initial first hurdles. And we also do support the evaluation as well of these new innovations and technologies. So that's also in the form of, early health economics analysis, clinical trial methodology, and more importantly, patient and public involvement. So that's what we do. And there are plenty other cooperatives just like us, and they focus on different areas. You might see on my backdrop that you can see a lot of reference to Leeds. It's just the NHR is a virtual organization, so it doesn't exist legally on paper. So it's basically legalized through the Teaching Hospitals Network through the Department of Health and Social Care. And the ones that look after us are the Leeds Teaching Hospitals, NHS Trust, and the University of Leeds is a partner in that as well. So it doesn't mean you've got to be based in Leeds to work with us. It just means that's where all the admin is handled. It's no reflection of who we work with. So I was judging the clinical category. And, I think last year, what we did as a Surgical MedTech Cooperative, we also held a green surgery challenge together with the Royal College of Surgeons of England. So it was quite interesting, obviously, for me, having recently taken part in shortlisting the applications for that particular challenge, and doing that together with the Centre for Sustainable Healthcare based in Oxford. So, we do have a good track record and history of looking at how you can make devices and technologies green. And it's something that we're looking at developing further moving forward. So in terms of the winning entry in this category, one of the things that we're looking at was, first of all, what benefit did it have? After you've done all these things and you've implemented all these, initiatives, were you actually able to gain some long-term traction? Were you able to get it adopted? Were you able to get it implemented? Because one of the challenges that we see is, there's plenty of good technologies and innovations, but it's usually more difficult to get them adopted and implemented into practice. In terms of the entries that came in, it was great to see, a lot of, people were identifying the real issues. It was really good. It wasn't just light touch, looking at just sustainability from a top level. It was what's actually impacting on clinical practice. And it was also very good to see stakeholder engagement as well. So our winning entry, basically following on from Nathan's comment about, small things making a big impact, really, really demonstrated this. It also demonstrated how you can look at the entire pathway and how you've got to consider everything all the way down to waste management. And more importantly, it also looked at the impact of patients. So without further ado, the winner of the clinical category is Northumbria Healthcare NHS Trust. And they had a really, really good idea called Cool Sticks, which is basically looking at replacing the gases used in the topical anesthetics. So congratulations to Northumbria Healthcare NHS Trust for putting in such a strong application.
Well done. And Elaine is joining us now.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. As we've been on the journey for sustainability in our trust now for about 3 years, this was a small technology that came from a project that we discovered that had been done down in Cornwall in their recovery room. And I have to thank all the anaesthetists in my anaesthetic department for supporting the ideas that I find and bringing them in. And credit to Zoe and Josh that helped with the project as well. So thank you very much.
Well done. You're welcome. You'll receive the award in the post soon. Right. Next on back to Hermione, who is going to introduce the winner for the Public Engagement Award.
Thank you. So you've already heard what I do, so we don't need that preamble this time. This category, the public engagement, was also really interesting and varied, which perhaps isn't surprising, given kind of how closely embedded in the public world that the NHS are. Looking at the projects, as others have explained, we were really looking for kind of the clarity of the challenge and the objectives, the communication and delivery of it, the ambition, a level of ambition and innovation around it, and of course, really importantly, the results that came out of it and the evidence of that. The winning project was one that I personally was very excited reading about, but it did also score most highly on all of those points. It had a very clear focus, but with really wide-ranging benefits, not just on biodiversity, but also patient rehabilitation, staff well-being, climate resilience. It had clearly developed a huge amount of support from across the trust and the local community, and looks like it's going to be leaving a great legacy and going on into the future, I hope. So this award goes to Liverpool University Hospital's Nature Recovery Ranger. Congratulations.
Excellent. Charlotte, are you okay to bring these guys on?
Yeah, I've just got Lucy coming on now.
Cool.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm second award of the day, so that's very exciting. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the whole team at Liverpool. Our ranger's now been on site for about 18 months, and yeah, as Hermione said, they've worked with a huge range of people, from staff and patients, but quite a lot with our local community and different organisations. So that's been a really important part of the role. And a big thank you to Centre for Sustainable Healthcare for choosing us as one of their 3 trusts to pilot the Ranger programme on. Yeah, it's been a brilliant programme to be part of, and hopefully, as you say, in the years it will continue. Thank you very much.
Well done, thank you. Right, I'm told that Sahar is now on the call, who won which award was that one? The first one, the transport. So Charlotte, do you want to bring on Sahar and let him have a say if he's there?
Yeah, just playing him through now.
Hello, can you hear me, everyone? Can you see me?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
That's great. My name is Sahar, and I'm here on behalf of Joad Khurshid, the CEO of HVS, Hydrogen Vehicle Systems. And we're a company that manufactures zero-emission trucks. And our innovation reduces carbon pollution by 20%. At least, because trucks in the road are causing that much pollution. And I'm really pleased to receive the award. It's such an honor. On behalf of our team, HVS, and on behalf of the CEO, we would like to thank the organizers and thank the judges and the panelists for considering us to win the award. So thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right, last but not least, it's myself. I must admit I've not been involved in the judging of this one, but I'm going to announce it. So when the winner comes on, if they tell us a bit more about the project. But this award has been selected to go to the Trust for providing strong evidence on how sustainability has been implemented via procurement. It's the procurement award, that is, and that goes to Surrey and Sussex Healthcare NHS Trust. So if Lee is on, if you'd like to join us. Do we have Lee, Charlotte?
Yeah, it should just, I think some switch very quickly and some seem to be a bit of a delay.
Depends on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Lee just in now.
Yeah.
Hi, Lee.
He's coming. Oh, there he is. Hi, Lee. Look, you're on silent.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you very much for the award, we appreciate it. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this with regards to the process that we followed. This is quite a lot of work we did with the supply chain framework as well to get this over the line with the Sharp Smart organisation with regards to the reusable Sharps bins. The process was quite streamlined. There was a lot of work involved with many different departments, and as we all know, with anything we've changed, it's very challenging. But actually, all departments worked really well together, and it was actually quite a pleasant project to work through. When all the clinicians are happy, the finance teams are happy. You know, it was a good project to work on. So thank you very much for the award, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess procurement's a tricky one as well, because it's sometimes out of your hands. So you've got to do the due diligence and look down that supply chain to see who's making that change out there. And I face similar problems. It's vetting the other people out there and your suppliers who are the most sustainable and making that choice. And from then you can look at your scope 3 and all the rest of it. So it's a difficult one, but one equally as important. So that is all the awards. So all I've got left to say is to thank you everyone. Well done to everyone, all the winners. Fantastic work throughout. Sorry about the other entrants who didn't quite make it, but just keep going, and the work you're doing out there is fantastic. So we will be doing this again next year, hopefully live. We're still a little bit dubious after COVID, but so hence the online. So next year we're going to try and get live, and hopefully as well try and do some live events. We've gone through a plan with the girls in marketing for next year, so we're hoping to do a few road shows to meet people in person rather than just on Zoom and go down that route. So thank you to all the judges. Thank you for taking your time to join us in, taking time to judge the awards, and I'm sure you'll agree, that the amount of entries, it's fantastic to see, and that the people driving innovation out there really making that difference. And only together, I think, can we drive those emissions down and help the planet. And that's what we're all about. Ultimately, is the planet itself is our health. So that is it. So I will just wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Have a sustainable Christmas. Make those sustainable choices. I'm going to go to York now and buy nothing. So, yep, I will see you all in the near future, and thank you once again. Well done, everyone.